Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Readings by Circe with yours truly. It's your girl Becky coming at you with day number 3, guys. We have made it to day number 3. You're doing phenomenal. You're doing wonderful. Just the fact that you're showing up every day means that you're serious about your journey and you're serious about your healing. And I'm here giving you guys a round of applause. Every day we're here, just know that I'm giving you guys a round of applause. So things are definitely getting more organized and definitely getting more situated. So today, if you couldn't tell what chakra we're doing the Svadhisthana, which is our sacral chakra. This is one of my favorite chakras to work with. It is also the one that I have had to heal the most. So with that being said, guys, if this resonates with you, if you're enjoying this journey, hit that thumbs up button down below. Make sure you guys are setting that notification bell so that way you get notified every time the new video drops. So for the whole month of October, here we are doing this. It'll be easy to follow along with because today is October 3rd. So guys, what are we doing today? So we're going to get into what the sacral chakra is, why it's a little bit about why it's my favorite. But as we've started out these other videos, we are going to do Nadi Shodhana breathing. We're going to chant the seed sound, which is Vam, like room, but Vam. We're going to chant it 5 times to get us really set into that energetic space to absorb the information that's coming to us today and to make sure that we're connecting with it. You know, that's the whole point of this journey, is to connect with each of our sacral chakra centers. Okay, so you guys have been with me since day 1. You knew I kind of was like all crazy all over the place on day 1. That's okay. So like I said, things are getting more streamlined now. So for Nadi Shodhana, we're going to take our 2 fingers here. We're going to bend them down, and your thumb and your ring finger, you're going to close off your right nostril, and you're going to exhale out your left nostril. Inhale, close your left nostril, exhale out your right. Inhale, close your right nostril, exhale, and so on and so forth. Okay, so you're closing it off. Exhale, inhale, close it off. Exhale, inhale, close it off. Exhale, inhale, close it off. Exhale, inhale. And we're going to end on exhaling out the right side, okay? So that'll be this side if you guys are looking at me. I don't think that this is swapped. I'm not sure. So, but whatever your right side is, guys, raise your right hand. All right, so let's go ahead and get into that. We're going to take a couple of centering breaths here. So deep breath in, release. Deep breath in, release. One more. Deep breath in, release. Okay. Nadi Shodhana, guys. So close off your right nostril, and then we're going to exhale. Fully inhale. Close off your left nostril, exhale. Inhale. Switch, exhale. Inhale. Switch, exhale. Inhale. Switch, exhale. Inhale. Switch, exhale. Inhale. We're going to go one more round. Switch, exhale. Inhale. Switch, exhale. Release. Take a breath. Okay. Now let's go ahead and chant the seed sound. We're going to inhale. Say it with me. Vam. 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 Release. Hold breath to anchor. All right. So let's get into it, guys. You should be connected now. You should be able to receive this information that I'm giving you. Obviously, this Svadhisthana, if you couldn't tell, is connected to the color orange, which just happens to be my favorite color. I really love orange, guys. That's why I have so much of it on right now. So even my hair tie, see? Yep, I love it, guys. Love orange. Anyways, it means one's own place. It's like the sacred center within us, right? A beautiful place to go to. It's located at the center of the pelvis, and the affected areas are the genitals, the reproductive organs, the hips, and the lower back, okay? This is connected to the water element, right? It's the fluidity and the flow and the ability to make movement. And, you know, it's really also connected with our emotions. We're going to get into this a little bit further, but it's more connected with our emotions. And our emotions are very fluid. Even if they don't feel like it at times, they are still very fluid. Like they come in, they go out. They come in, they go out, right? Like that's a fluid motion. This is connected with our taste, right? Our sense to this chakra is our taste. So if you guys have something off with your taste, you might have something off with your Svadhisthana. Now, we discussed as the root chakra is connected to the masculine with the testes, the Svadhisthana sacral chakra is connected to the ovaries for women. There is no sacral chakra gland for men, okay? For food types, guess what? Liquids, guys. Liquids, drink your water, right? Juice fasts are good too. No, not soda. No, not that sugary stuff, and no, not Kool-Aid, okay? Don't be crazy here, guys. No, we're talking about healthy things for your body, okay? Your main focus is intimacy and emotions, which I think is confused a lot in this modern era. Like, we think that intimacy is very physical, and it's not. Intimacy is about connection, right? Being able to have a conversation and connect and to express one's emotions and feelings. That's very intimate, right? That's a vulnerable place for us to be in. And that's what the sacral chakra really represents, is that vulnerability that we can find within ourselves. Our basic need is variety, right? Like this is the place where you need to open up, create, and have a lot of different things going on for us. We can't just do the exact same thing every day, even though most of us do. But if you're not bringing in variety, you could have an unbalanced sacral chakra. Our basic right is to feel. This is a hard one, especially for my men on here. Like if there's some guys doing this journey, my hat's off to you guys, because I know it is a lot of women who take on these challenges. So if I got some guys out there, hats off. Here's a shout out to you guys, right? Because it is really hard for the masculines to feel, okay? And even if you're not and you're a masculine woman, it's still hard for you to feel. So that masculine energy, if it's overtaken you, it is very hard to express emotions. And that's something that I have struggled with my whole life, right? So your aligned qualities with this chakra are the ability to be creative. You have a wide range of emotions. You're not afraid to feel happiness, joy, sorrow, fear, anxiety, anger. Like you're not afraid to feel that, right? Like you welcome it, you sit with it, you be with it. We already feel those things as humans because that's human. To be human is to feel, to experience human things. But many of us are trying to push them away. Oh, I can't feel that. Oh, I can't be that. Oh, I can't. Like depression. You know, depression, it affects so many people. And I think that it's such a hard one to deal with because everybody's trying to push away depression or to cover it up or to find a band-aid for depression rather than sitting with the depression itself, which is very heavy. Okay, I have suffered from depression before. I understand it's very heavy, but to sit with it so that you can understand it, really. It's not, that's why a lot of people go to therapy. It's to help them understand their emotions more than it is to figure things out. It's really about dropping into the emotional body and to connect with the emotions. And that's something that is so important on our journey, rather than trying to shove emotions away and say, oh, I look weak if I feel, I look this way if I feel, I can't be vulnerable. It is so important for us to hold these spaces for ourselves, okay? They're connected with sexuality, joy, fertility, and pleasure, right? And these are good things. Are you enjoying life? Are you finding the small joys, the small pleasures, things that bring little bits of happiness to you? So, underactive sign of this chakra is sexual rigidity, fertility issues, genital problems, hip or sacroiliac joint problems, dehydration, and resistant to change, which I feel like this is probably, not to make a blanket statement, but this is the one chakra that probably affects 98.9% of the population, the one that is probably the most off balance, okay? Because so many people resist change. They just don't like things to change, and the only thing that's constant in life is change. So your overactive signs are sexual promiscuity, codependence, lack of emotional control, bladder problems, and STDs. Mine, my whole life, was overactive. I experienced a period in my 20s where I was very promiscuous, and I had codependency problems out of this world. I would have extreme mood swings, okay? And I had the bladder problems. Thankfully, by the grace of Source, no problems in the STDs, but I know that there are some people who are dealing with that. And so it's just, that is a sign of it, which obviously comes with being sexually promiscuous. That is a risk, right? Like, that is something that can happen there. And I'm not telling you guys these things either. This is something I do want to put out there, and I don't know if I said it on the other videos, but I'm not telling you guys these situations so that you can go and diagnose someone else. Okay, this is about you guys really truly honing in on self. Where am I at? That's the most important thing on this 30-day journey. Okay, we talked about why it's represented by water. It's because of the fluidity, the movement, its ability to go with the flow. Okay, the sacral chakra is all about sexuality, fertility, sensuality, intimacy, pleasure, and emotions, right? Small pleasures. I think people are like, oh, well, pleasure is like being, someone pleasuring me in sex, and, that's intimacy is sex. No, like, finding pleasures. Pleasure could be as simple as wearing your favorite color. That's a pleasure in life, right? Eating your favorite food, buying your favorite coffee, getting a massage. These are pleasures. These are things that can bring you small joys or a lot of joy, right? It is connected with the ovaries, and the ovaries release hormones and eggs that cause menstruation, allowing women to bear children. Okay, and I'm not here to gross anybody out, because honestly, if we got some dudes on here, this is where you need to show some respect, because your mama, that was the only way she was able to bring you into the world, okay, was because she was able to bear you as a life within her. And that's what this cycle that women are connected to, we're given the gift of bearing life, and that's such a beautiful thing to honor this. This is something to honor, not to shove away and be afraid of, but to truly honor, okay? These hormones create a 28-day feminine moon cycle, okay, because the moon cycles every 28 days, so it falls in line with that. It causes a woman's emotions to shift and fluctuate. Now, I don't want people in here being like, well, yeah, that's what PMS is. You guys have to understand, the more you connect with your sacral chakra, the less you'll have these extreme mood changes and these extreme situations where you're going off the deep end, where people are like accusing you of being on your period, which should not ever have been a thing to begin with. Because people, men who don't have a period, they don't understand the amount of things that go on in a woman's body. Why are there mood changes? Well, if you have cramps, that can be something that it's unbearable. I used to have cramps, and they would hit me sometimes when I was out and about, and I would have to sit down on the ground because they were so harsh. And it was just so intense. And this is something that connecting with my sacral chakra has eased over the years, right? I also have some other practices that I will bring up in other videos on how to really heal the womb area, right? Now, men obviously feel emotions and desire, like that intimacy and that connection, but this is something that is biologically hardwired into a woman. That connection, the intimacy, the need to feel safe, right? These are things that are connected with that sacral chakra. I need to feel. I need to have feelings. I need to be in love. Like this all really stems from that womb area. So you have, because the testes are connected to the root chakra hormones, which are testosterone, right? That's your testosterone. The ovaries are connected to the sacral chakra hormones, which is your estrogen and your progesterone. There's a natural polarity between men and women, and I'm talking about on a biological level. Okay, I have no judgments here. Wherever you guys are in your life and what you're choosing and what you identify with, that is perfectly okay. Okay. Okay, exactly. That's okay, guys. It's okay. I'm talking about your biological being. What were you born as? And that's that polarity. Regardless of identification, we're talking about on a very biological level, okay? And the sacral chakra is all about partnering and creating that intimacy. We didn't go into the healing aspects of this, but healing could be like water watsu, sacred sex, emotional release techniques, hip opening yoga postures are so important here, massages, and juice fasts. Now, I want to talk about that sacred sex for just a second. That is not you going and just having sex with your partner. Okay, sacred sex is something more along the lines of like Kundalini practices and having tantric sex with your partner, or going to a workshop and learning how to have, like women have these orgasm workshops that you can go to where you really get in touch with your femininity. And these are very important things. Self-pleasure, right? That's something that I'm not talking about just getting the vibrator out and just going to town down there, guys. Like, I'm really talking about this deep connection that you have with yourself. What turns you on? Do you know what you like? And have you explored that further? These are all things that really connect with the sacral chakra. And the same for men. Self-pleasuring and not watching porn. Can you really connect with yourself on a much deeper level and connect with the body and figure out what are your erogenous zones? Like, what really turns you on? Is there a spot on your neck? Is there a spot on your chest? Is there a spot down your arms, on your legs, and your thighs? These are all things to explore with yourself that will really help you connect with the Svadhisthana chakra. Okay, and that's not to make it seem weird. These are things that we should have been taught, but we never were, right? And I mean, the age specification on that is probably a little iffy, but that is something that as we turn into young adults that maybe should have been brought up, because we were going through puberty and we didn't understand our bodies, and we were like kind of shown like not to touch ourselves and to not do that. But part of being human is to explore these things and really connecting with yourself and knowing, and not just for the sake of getting off, right? For the sake of really connecting with your body. That's that intimacy that we're talking about. You can have an intimate relationship with yourself that goes beyond just an emotional one. You can actually have a very intimate physical relationship with yourself as well, okay? So, I mean, this one today was pretty set in stone how it was going to go. I'm really glad about that. As with the other ones, we're going to do the kinesiology test on this. Now, like I said, I haven't tested my chakras, so I'm testing them for the first time with you guys to see where I am after doing this for 30 days already. My sacral chakra has been one that, why do I have so much orange? It has been one that has been really off balance for me for a huge part of my life. And I didn't understand this until the last 5 years, really what that meant. Okay, so let's get into it, guys. The kinesiology test. Make the okay sign with your hands. We're going to put them on each other. Say something true. My name is Becky. Okay, you can't pull them apart. Okay, my name is Kelly. Okay, they come apart, right? Like, say something like that really quick. Get yourself centered. Okay, so the first question is, my sacral chakra is healthy and open. Okay. Okay, so 30 days can change your life, guys. If your fingers came apart, that's all right. Let's test the next one. My sacral chakra is underactive. Okay. If your fingers stayed together, that means that your chakra is underactive. Don't worry, it doesn't matter where you're at. Okay, the practices that I'm giving you guys today are going to get you back into a balanced state, okay? Underactive, overactive, it doesn't matter. If you're still balanced, it's great. This is going to help maintain that balance, all right? The next one is, my sacral chakra is overactive. Okay. So again, if your fingers stayed together, then you're overactive. And these are things you need to note down in your journal just so that way you can keep track of them as well, okay? So I do want you guys to journal. I have a quote for the sacral chakra today. So rather than fearfully shutting down your sensitivity, dive deeper into all possible feelings. As you expand, keep only those who are not afraid of oceans. Victoria Erickson. So what does that mean, right? Our emotions are the ocean. Your ocean emotion. No, but it is, and it's deep, and it's dark, and there's parts of it that are very scary and unknown. And if somebody can't handle those parts of you, it means that they cannot handle those parts of themselves. So don't try to keep those people around, because it's pointless to try to convince them of how multifaceted you are as a human being, because they don't understand that themselves, okay? But do not be afraid to explore yourself as well, right? And if you guys need to pause this so that you can write down the question, please, I encourage you to do so. Your question today is, what emotions arise for you with the affirmation, it is my right to feel? What are the beliefs that surround this emotion for you? This one is a really intense question. It was for me. I got my journaling in earlier today, guys. I made sure I did everything before I did these videos. So, like I said, I'm doing this with you. You're not alone. I got my yoga in. I got my journaling in. I did myself a tarot reading that I journaled about too. So, make sure you guys get your journals. Again, nothing fancy. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. You just have to show up and write, okay? You just got to show up and make the effort. Even if it's just a paragraph or two, it doesn't matter, okay? So, let's see, what else? We're going to make sure, you guys get in that time. Also, for those of you guys that want to go a little bit further, say you've been on this journey, you've done these practices before, great. I'm giving you guys some more options. I have a playlist on my channel that's connected with 10-minute yoga practices connected to the chakra that we're doing, okay? Check that out. It's just a 10-minute practice. If you want to do a longer one, that is up to you to go and find one. I just wanted to get something that was quick and easy for people who maybe aren't, really have a lot of time or aren't capable of really putting out like 2 hours a day to this type of practice, because you can really expand. You can do a half an hour or you can do the whole day. It just depends on your time, okay? Also, meditation, okay? Finding a meditation today that's connected to the sacral chakra that you resonate with, okay? That is why I did not choose to put a meditation on my channel, was because it's easy for yoga. Yoga is about physical practice, okay? The rest is more mental and connecting with your emotional. So you really have to find something that's going to work for you. And I want you guys to work a little bit further with that affirmation. This is my right to feel. Because this affirmation, it really reminds us that no matter who we are, woman, man, whatever, right? Alien, green, blue, white, red, it doesn't matter. Whatever we are, whoever we are, it is our right to feel and to validate how we feel in any one given moment, okay? And so that's why I want you guys to work further with that. Please let me know down in the comments what you guys are experiencing. We're already into it, and so we're kind of getting into that. What's going on? Are you guys feeling any shedding happening? Are you guys feeling any emotional releases? These are all things I would love to hear on your journey, okay? Excellent. This is what I have for you guys. I am also getting out a reading for you guys, a collective tarot reading. So that will be posting with this video as well. So you guys can check that out if you guys are interested in that side of things. If you're not, no big deal. And also, I will have a video coming up. We'll pick a card on Wednesday. I don't know if it's this Wednesday or next Wednesday, but it will come out at 2 p.m. I will double check the time frame on that. I'm not able to access my calendar. Actually, yes, I can if you guys give me just a second. Let's see. So it'll be next Wednesday. It'll come out at 2 p.m. Okay, pick a card for you guys. All right, excellent. So we've got everything set. Please hit that thumbs up button down below. Set the notification bell. These will all come out every day at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's not going to change. I won't deviate from that. That's just to make it easier for you guys so you know when to show up, okay? So I look forward to seeing those of you that are coming on over to the reading over there. And if not, I will see you guys tomorrow. And thank you again. I'm honored to be here. Sending you guys so much love. So until tomorrow, mwah, bye.